You're a God of miracles. You're a God of faithfulness. You're a God of peace. You're a God of holiness.
Tonight, I'm going to talk to you about something that I am really, really bothered. Not because I don't believe it is true, but it's bothering me because I know it is true. There is a prophetic word that I heard from the man of God. I'm going to share with you. This prophetic word is from a man of God, a prophet of God that has proven himself being a true prophet of God. Because you know that in this time, we know that there will be many that will call themselves prophets, but they're not. But this one, I assure you that he is. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and deep darkness the people. But the Lord will arise over you, and his glory will be seen upon you. The Gentiles shall come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your rising. And that's what the Lord is telling us today. Because what I am going to share with you, it's things that nobody wants to hear. We are in the beginnings of sorrows, but God is telling us that this is the time for us to arise and shine. It is up to you and it is up to me to arise and shine. I was just asking the Lord, and I look for the meaning of the word sorrows. So it's the beginning of distress, misfortune, sadness, unhappiness, afflictions, disappointments, grief, and we can continue and continue and continue. So we all know that these things were going to happen. But now we always thought that maybe it's for the next generation. Maybe it's for the next generation and for the next and for the next. But now it is for this generation. In Matthew 24, 7 and 8 says, for nations will rise against nations and kingdom against kingdom. And there will be famines, pestilence, earthquakes in various places. And all these are the beginning of sorrow. No one wants to hear this. People don't want to hear because of fear of the unknown. But it should not be unknown to you because God in his word is telling us that all these things are going to happen. So you know everything that is going on. You don't need to be a Christian to know that something is not right. I believe that there are those that are not Christians, that they have been prepared for a long time. And the Christian church, or the Church of Christ, is not prepared. During this period of time that we are in, we need to remember that it's going to be so much confusion, tragedy, uncertainty, disturbance. Everything that can be shaken is going to be shaken. But remember, we need to listen because these are the word of God. You don't choose what you listen to in the word of God, do you? Of course not. They're going to be the greatest disasters in the world are coming, and the most awful conflicts, wickedness, and calamities. There is a prophetic word where it says that even the European nation will be bankrupted. And this is when we need to be so wise, because during all of these situations, sadness, afflictions, people will rise up saying, I can fix the problem. Let me fix this problem. I can do it. And you know, they cannot. But they're going to try. In America, it's never going to be the same. It hasn't been the same since COVID. But it will be a third political party that is going to be implemented. Concerning the Supreme Court, this is happening right now, okay? Concerning the Supreme Court is going to expand. More judges will be added. And what it is today, the Supreme Court, will be forever changed. And you and me, we need to prepare. There will be the first woman female president. And that is coming quicker than you can even imagine. Remember these words. This woman that is going to show up, she has been secretly prepared because she's part of the New World Agenda. And I'm going to give you a hint. You know that there are rumors of wars every place. This woman is going to be president as we go through a time of war. The time is coming where underground churches will begin to rise up because of the persecution that is coming. And maybe you can ask me, why do I need to know that? You need to know because God wrote it in his book, and God knows that it's important to you because he's telling you ahead of time so we can all be prepared. Maybe a year and a half ago, the prophet started speaking about buying land. I bet you the majority of the people, they never listen. And we can explain, why do I need to buy land? Because if we are self-sufficient, this will avoid us to take the mark of the beast. Why? Because at least we have food. Probably we don't have, because we will not be able to go to doctors. There is the second or third, whatever, an epidemic that is coming. And it's worse than COVID. And it's coming quickly. Why is God is giving so much emphasis in all of this? Because he wants us to prepare. One of the reasons that he wants us to prepare, and I believe with all my heart, that some of you that are listening and that will be listening later on, your ministry will be unveiled in the days ahead. It means that he's telling us that the days ahead are going to be very difficult. But those that are totally sold out to God and that they have been waiting for their promotion for a long time, they will have their promotion. Because as things go bad for the world, those that belongs to God, and there are very few that belong to God, I have to say that. Not because you go to church, you belong to God. But those that belong to God, they will be put in places of power. So that's the reason that he's telling us today, you need to know what's coming because I am going to be using you in an assignment that you have waited all this time. In other words, God is telling you and me today that I am shaking the heavens, the earth, the government, the people, the industries, and the whole systems. Why is God warning us? For us to be prepared. And preparation is not only for you to live a holy life, but for you mentally be prepared for the changes that God is going to impose on you. I think that the most important part of this journey, it is just be flexible for those changes that God is going to impose on you in order to promote you and take you where you need to go. It's not only for you to have food in the home, to have clothes that you buy and you put it on the side for one day. No, it's more than that. It is God's telling us today, let me change you. Let me go deep inside and make the changes that are going to promote you to the next level. If we don't allow God to change us, if we're not willing to crucify our flesh every single day, we're going to be in trouble because we will never fulfill his plan. Why? Because God is telling us, I'm going to shake the heavens. I'm going to shake the earth, the government, the people, the industry, the system, everything that can be shaken, he's going to shake. And then he's warning us, not because he wants us to have fear, but he wants us to be aware that changes needs to take place within yourself and be ready. Put the armor of God, be ready to fight so you can be promoted to the next level. You need to know that. He needs us.